This is the Cancer, November 2015 forecast reading. From now on, I will be combining your general as well as your love and partnership reading into one long reading, which will also be a more in-depth reading. Okay, so we start with your general forecast. And I'll select a guidance card for your challenge for this month, as well as for your next step, and an overall guidance card. Cancer, you start November with the same message as many of the star signs got this month, with needing a change of perspective. There's possibly quite a bit of illusion around at the moment. In other words, we are seeing things through a veil or through a skewed perspective, or we're being fed information or being perhaps too open and gullible to what is being said to us. And we need to take a step back. We need to change the way we see things and understand that our perceived obstacles, as these huge sort of floating cliffs in this picture are, actually have rainbows attached to them. They're actually blessings attached to our obstacles. We just need to step back and change our perspective. Your challenge for this month is going to be, this comes through again, seeing things from a totally different point of view. Perhaps even looking for the wonderment, the magic, the adventure, the excitement in life. So instead of seeing the obstacles in your life as just that, oh, here they come again, see them as a course for adventure. Find ways around them, find ways over them, turn it into an adventure. And in doing so, you will get to know yourself better. You'll get to see aspects of yourself that you didn't know about, that you could quite possibly be really proud of. Okay, and here comes your guidance as well, is that of celebration. So look to that which you can celebrate. Look to that which you can be appreciative of and show gratitude about, and do so. Physically do so. Later in the month, this card has also come through in so many of the readings for this month. You're going to feel as if you're tied down. I think we're all feeling that at the moment. This too is an illusion. We aren't tied down. It's a perceived idea. As with the angel in this picture, and I've described it so often before, she's tied with ribbons and she has a sword next to her. She can simply pull out of those ribbons, cut herself free, and take flight to wherever she wants to go. So that being tied down is an illusion. Earlier in the month, this has also come through in many of the readings. This is very interesting. There's definite, very strong themes this month. Be a little whimsical. Take a lighter-hearted attitude to what is going on in your life. Try not to take yourself and everything so terribly seriously. I know this is easier said than done at times, especially if one is undergoing difficulties, but where you can, use this attitude and watch the little miracles emerge. Okay, your next step is going to be, once again, this is to do with seeing yourself differently. Looking at that face in the mirror and realizing this is not the same person you were 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, however long. You have changed. You are somebody new. You are capable of more now. You know more now. You have greater wisdom now. You need to recognize that. And your guidance is that as invocation. So this is talking about ceremony. This is about giving due diligence and respect and time to the things in life that require them. This is going to be very, I'm looking for the words now, the exact words I want to use. Very specific is what I can really think of to each of you. There are things in your lives that need more respect from you, more time from you, more diligence from you. They need to be they need to be made into a ceremony, just like the tea ceremony is to the Japanese, or was to them. You need to do this with certain things in your life. And it's when you give ceremony, when you do things step by step, you give them importance, that you will find a certain rhythm in your life that wasn't there before. That is something I can't explain to you. That you're going to need to do, and then you will understand what I'm talking about. And your final outcome is that of balance. That's lovely. So, towards the end of the month, you're going to find that balance. You're going to find the balance between taking life seriously and not taking it too seriously. About being whimsical and giving that which needs its due diligence and attention. And celebrating when you can. So you will find that balance. Okay, your overall advice is breathe. Okay, so one of the first things human beings do under state of stress is we stop breathing. We hold our breath, we take short little breaths. It is probably the worst thing we can do under the circumstances. It's the worst thing we can do under any circumstances, except when there's poisonous gas around, of course. Okay, so what you need to do is breathe. Be conscious of your breath. Where there is fresh air, where there are plants around you, take deep breaths. Don't hold your breath. This extends further. This extends right into when you breathe properly, you are more accepting of what life brings your way, and you are more willing to partake in life. That's the underlying message of breathing properly. And if you breathe properly, you will also get to understand what I mean by this. Okay, so that is the general reading for Cancer for November 2015. Now let's see what your love and partnerships have in store for you this month. Okay, that's nice. Then we'll select a card for the general overall theme of your love and your partnerships for this month. There we go. And we'll select a guidance card for your next step. And an overall guidance card. So, let's have a look at the general theme. So the general theme of this month, and it seems to be coming through in your reading as well as that of abundance. So your partnerships and your relationships are going to bring some form of abundance into your life. They're going to lavish you with your attention. They're going to lavish you with the feeling of belonging, of being loved, of perhaps that's the one place where you can go and rest and feel appreciated. So look to your partnerships and your relationships this month, because they will be where your abundance comes from. You start your month, as that card said, feeling loved. So one of your partners or all of your partners, whether they be romantic, business or platonic, are making you feel appreciated and loved this month. And if you're looking for appreciation, that is where you should go, because they will be giving it to you. You actually understand that this is where your abundance is coming from. You're actually aware of the fact that this is where your abundance is coming from. This is the one part of your life at the moment that is probably doing quite well in comparison to the rest. What you don't know is your partner, be it platonic or romantic, is about to bring you some sort of gift, some token of appreciation, something to make you feel even more secure and loved. Your next step is going to be not to let perhaps the stress of the rest of your life eat away at your relationships and your partnerships. They seem to be the source of abundance for you, or have the potential to be a source of abundance for you. So don't let where life is challenging you, don't take it out on your partnerships and relationships. It will corrode them. Yeah, and this card enforces that. So your guidance for this is compassion. Show love and compassion to the people around you. And as per usual and always, to yourself as well. So understand that the people around you are probably, life is challenging, that's the way it is. They're also going through their stuff, and you need to show them due consideration and love. Okay? Your outcome is going to be that of a wider social circle, or of just feeling more sociable, of life being more sociable. So less about work and a bit more about socializing. And your general guidance is that of promise, a new moon. Okay, so there's something on the horizon for you guys, the promise of something in your partnerships and relationships, something new, something nice, something you've possibly wanted and prayed for is now looming on the horizon. Okay, Cancer, so that is your general forecast as well as your love and partnership reading for November of 2015. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and listening.